tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Where there's a will, there's a way. Oh, yay. I'm having fun with this one. I'm going to tell you something. I've been keeping stuff quiet for years, and I don't have to no more. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. So, there won't be yelling or screaming or anything like that. I figured it was you, Ingrid. I was trying to figure out if it was you or Amber here. Right? I'm not going to get anywhere if I come on here and yell and scream. Okay. But it's time, man. We got to start. This stuff needs to come out. People, we need to start talking about this before it gets too out of control. Right? Now, I am not here to put down recovery coaching. I think recovery coaching is actually very good when it's done correctly, just like everything else. A recovery coach's job is not to help you do your 4-step. It's not to help you find sponsees. It is not to help you with any of your AA or 12-step work. Well, what the fuck do they do? Right? What do they do? Well, they're supposed to help you with getting your life back together, finding primary care physician, getting a therapist, and doing all these. And they're supposed to be a resource for you. And that is their job. That's it. It's all they're supposed to do. Okay. Now, the recovery coaches are only doing what they have been told by the people that they trust. And those would be the trainers, right? See, I was in sales for a long time. And I was a trainer, a sales trainer for a long time. I know sales very well. It's a lot like recovery. It is about doing the right thing, right? See? You probably consider me a poor salesman because I was never rich, but that's not true. I used to sell a lot. It's just that I did it right. I couldn't gouge people. So hence that makes me a bad salesperson. Makes no sense to me. But I've been training people for a long time myself. I've been speaking. I have been talking to people. I have been doing all of this for a very, very long time. So it isn't even necessarily the recovery coaches. It's the trainers that are really, really jacking things up. Number one, they don't really inform them with everything that they need to know. They don't. Okay. It's a 30-hour class. Think you're going to need to learn what you need to learn about that in 30 hours? No. I think they've increased it to 60, but that's still okay. So what does that mean? That means that a lot of recovery coaches are going to rely upon what? Their own experience. Okay. Nothing, and I don't have anything wrong with, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. If you have experience getting your driver's license back, looking for a therapist, getting a good primary care physician, learning how to advocate for yourself, right? Then those are good things. Yeah, that would save people money and stuff in the future, sure. You know, I did credit card sales for a long time. And there's a right way to do that too. But I'm not really in that. I'm going to tell you something. Even in that field, even I got along with my competition. There was enough business out there for everyone. We would get together and discuss, hey, I'm working in this area right now. Okay, if I come across something, I'll shoot it your way. But in recovery coaching, the alcoholic, the addict, We've been selfish for so long. We've been selfish for a long, long time. And you think that's going to change. Okay. So I was asked to get into recovery coaching. And I thought, this is a good way for me to start to get back. I want to get back into the business of recovery. And boy, did I find a shit show. Everybody clamoring for this or that. Because when it comes down to it, recovery coaching is also very simple. This program is very simple. Once it becomes not simple, it is no longer the program. It is no longer worth. What they're trying to do is confuse you. And then when you don't understand, they'll just tell you, well, just stay positive. Just stay positive, okay? That's all you need to do. Right? So when I went through recovery coach training, it's funny because the people I met in there, I still talk to several of them. Several of them I do not. It was weird. But I'm not. So the training itself, I went through CCAR training, and it's a good training. CCAR themselves, they're good. Yeah. What's the other one? I can't. Discovery, something like that. I don't remember off the top of my head. They're good too. Nothing wrong with those. It's the trainers. So the first thing my trainer did was cut down AA because he was gay and he felt like that AA did not accept him. And that is complete and utter bullshit. That's bullshit. I'm not buying it. And he used his gay to try and push things forward. Okay, I would go on to ask for help just like everybody else did, take the other classes. He would never write me back. Okay, because he knew I caught on to him and what he was doing. And they know that it's not right. They know that it's not right. Okay, there were a couple other people in that class. One of these gentlemen was 3 months sober, and he was getting ready to, check this out, become a sober living manager. He relapsed during training. They finished his training, and he went on to take that job. You tell me what's wrong with that. Even my camera's like fading out. It's like, what? Yeah. They should have never trained that person in the first place. No. Let me tell you what they say, right? Because at one point, I did get into seeing if we could train recovery coaches because I wanted to do it the right way. What's the right way? First off, I would not train you unless you had at least a year of sobriety. 1 year. Sorry. I even have friends right now that I think would make great recovery coaches. They don't meet that year requirement. It is a requirement and you need it. I know you feel better after 5-6 months, but it takes a year for everything to get back together. At least 1 year. Give yourself that year, man. You will be a better recovery coach. A better one. Don't you want to be better? What else do we say? You can't transmit something you don't have. Good. So now I told you what the role of a recovery coach is. Does that require them to be sober? No. It does not require them to be sober. Because they're just resource. So, right, they can drink all they want if all they're going to be is a resource, but that's not what they're taught. Nope. See, recovery coaching has become the new body brokering. Yeah. RCOs, okay, they are MLMs. They're multi-level marketing. Every RCO in Colorado is an MLM. They will tell you, oh, no, it's not. I will sit down and show you. I will show you how it's an MLM. Okay? Okay? Two people, recovery coaches, you know, not supporting a house with 5 people, a full family, going on vacations, redoing the nope, not if you do it the right way. You're going to be fucking poor. You're going to have to utilize your own resources sometimes. I do. I have to utilize my own resources sometimes. Why shouldn't I? They're resources. Okay? So that's the number one thing is they will train anybody. What they say is if their money's green. Okay. Now let's say somebody wants to become a recovery coach, but they're not an alcoholic, an addict, or anything else. They can become a recovery coach, you bet. Okay. Let me ask you something. Do you want a life coach that's 19 years old? Do you? No. I know plenty of 19-year-olds that have their head on straight. But they don't know shit about life yet. Okay? They probably don't even know how to mow the lawn correctly. How to use a screwdriver, a hammer, fix a toilet, change the oil, change a tire. Okay? Because a life coach teaches you those things. So, do you see the disservice? And these recovery coaches are in recovery. But are they really? Because I don't see their eyes shine. What they say is, we will do multiple pathways. They will say things like, I'm Dion, and I'm a person in long-term recovery, which means I don't go to any fucking meetings. Never been to a meeting. Step 9? What? Hasn't done the work. Hasn't done the work. Let's say you're getting a heart transplant, and this is going to be the guy's first surgery. You really want that, doctor? Think about this. But instead, we're just accepting it for what it is. No, we've got to stop that. Yes, I'm still kind of on my, this is what it's going to be. I got to keep telling, I got to keep pushing. Because there's a lot of people that need to hear this. They need to hear this stuff. And that's why I've been like, I need more people to hear. I mean, because pretty soon here, I'm in Colorado. I'm going to fucking take over. You too. Good night and sweet dreams. I'm not going to be too much longer. I mean, I think I've kind of made my point. I think I've pretty much made my point on it. How about the cost? The cost is anywhere from like $650 to $1,200. I'm going to tell you something. Instead, what you should probably do, if that's something that you want to do, because the other thing that they don't tell you is that once you're a recovery coach, they've made the name bad. So you're already going to have to contend with their bullshit already. Your best bet is to get at least a year of sobriety and become a peer sports specialist for somebody like Aurora Mental Health or MHCD or Jefferson. That's probably your better bet. You're probably going to achieve more, and you're probably going to get more education. And then you'll be able to do it the right way. Okay? But I'm going to tell you, I could go print off a recovery coach certificate right now, and nobody wouldn't fucking know any different. They wouldn't. Oh, we get tracked at SAMHSA and NADAC. Those fools are the worst. I don't want them tracking anything on me. Okay, NADAC and SAMHSA, the only thing they've done for us in the last, well, look what they've done. They flipped it. Now everything's so fucking expensive. That's why I'm telling people, you don't need to go to treatment. You don't need it. Just go to AA. Go detox, get sober, and go to AA. That's all you need. So, I'm going to be reaching out to places like CCAR, to their training division. I'm going to be letting them know, hey, you guys better correct this, and you better correct it soon, or you're going to have to pay the piper. Because what you've done is mess a lot of things up. Okay? So, you too, have a good night, Ingrid. Thanks for hanging out. So, I'm just wrapping up. So, think about this stuff. If somebody is, stay away from soberlife.com. They're body brokers. I already know. I've looked into them. They're all over that Soberverse thing. Stay away from it. I'm warning you. All right. I'm going to go talk to my website designer, but we're not going to talk about the website. So, see, that's the key. People, like our website designer, we have several people that are non-alcoholic that are helping us. But one of the benefits that they get is access. That means access to us. And he's going through a problem and he needs help. So I'm going to help him. Right? Absolutely. Thank you guys for being here. I love you all. Gary, you popped in. Hi, bud. I love you all. Peace out and have a day. Bye-bye.